Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. Tonight, Carabao Cup action returns as we have the semi-final first leg. It is Middlesbrough versus Chelsea. I had to remind myself for a moment which way round they are. And hopefully, we're treated to a good game this evening. Obviously, Chelsea will be hoping to go all the way. Middlesbrough will be hoping just to give a good account of themselves tonight. But given Chelsea's inconsistency, I think Middlesbrough will fancy themselves tonight. Look at the Chelsea team right now. Obviously, you can probably tell I'm biased, but I look at the Chelsea team right now. We are very inconsistent. We're very good in some games, very poor in others. So, for a young Middlesbrough side tonight, under Michael Carrick, I think they'll fancy themselves. They'll fancy themselves to give Chelsea a good go here, especially given the fact they're at home. I do worry a little bit that Middlesbrough will be up for this game, but Chelsea are the stronger side. We shouldn't have any problems getting through this round. We should be into a Carabao Cup final. Which if we win that, get into the Conference League guaranteed. Is that a successful season? I would argue so. So tonight could be crucial for Chelsea's season. It could also be very, very good for Middlesbrough's season. I would argue it's more important for Chelsea. I think if Middlesbrough crash out in this round, there's an obvious, oh well, they lost to Chelsea, they're a very good side. If Chelsea crash out, obviously that's a big upset, that's a big shock, and that is a very sad, very sad moment for me as a Chelsea fan. But yeah, welcome everyone that's hopping into chat. Just going to get chat message up so I can say hi to each and every one of you. Yellowstone, welcome. Happy New Year, Jack and Harry. Happy New Year, Yellowstone. Good to see you. Unfortunately, no Harry tonight. No co-host alongside me, as always, for a Tuesday game. Nonetheless, hopefully we're treated to a good game today. We're not going to have Harry's reactions if we do lose, which is a shame, because they do tend to do well on the TikTok. But yeah, you'll still have my reactions. It'll probably be a little bit muted compared to Harry's, but still very good. Yellowstone says, only one mic. Yeah, Harry might join us later. I don't think he will, but you never know. Otherwise, it is just me for this evening. But yeah, hopefully it isn't too common occurrence. I mean, every Tuesday stream we do, it will be just me here. But every other one, it'll be both of us. Obviously, once we get into later in the season, other commitments pop up potentially. There'll be maybe some with just Harry, maybe a few more with just me. So yeah, that's just a thing. Anyway, we are already a few minutes in, so let's get into some lineups for this evening, as we always do. And we're going to start with the Middlesbrough team. Then, of course, we are at the Riverside this evening, a stadium I don't think I've seen in a while. Obviously, Middlesbrough haven't been in the Premier League since 2015, I want to say. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see Middlesbrough versus Chelsea this evening. We'll look first at the Middlesbrough team. Then in between the sticks, it is Thomas Glover. A back four consisting of Vandenberg, who I believe used to play for Liverpool, if I've got the right one there. Fry, Engel and Bangura. I'm just going to see. Oh no, I think it is a different Vandenberg. Yeah, it is. You spread Peck's well. In the middle, it is Barlaser and Hackney. On the right, Isaiah Jones. On the left, Crooks. Through the middle, Johnny Howson, the attacking midfielder. And leading the line, it is Lath, I believe is how you pronounce that. Manuel Latta Lath. So a strong team, a 4-2-3-1 for Middlesbrough. Performed really well last season, Middlesbrough. Carrick had his side playing some really nice stuff, and I believe they're very high up in the table. I think they got in the playoffs in the end. They didn't make the playoff final, though. They were beaten by Luton Town, if I remember correctly. So didn't quite make the playoffs regardless. Oh, no, I think they lost to Coventry, actually. Yeah, they lost to Coventry. Either way, they did well to get there. They didn't quite get to the Premier League. This has been a bit of a slump for them, but this could be a chance to get their season back on track. They do now find themselves quite well. They've moved a little bit higher up the Championship table, up into 12th, which, you know, only 4 points off the playoffs. It's definitely still to play for. Could a win tonight be something that kickstarts their season? Potentially so. So yeah, they'll be hoping to get anything they can from this evening. As for the Chelsea team, then in between the six, it's George Petrovic, or as I like to call him, Petro. He's been incredible since we lost Robert Sanchez due to injury, and actually, I think he cemented himself as a first-team starter from here on out. In the back four, Gusto, Disasi, Silva and Levi Colwill. Midfield three then of Enzo Fernandez. Apologies, Enzo, for that blasphemous comment. Moise Caicedo and Conor Gallagher. On the right flank, it's Madueke. On the left flank, it's Sterling. And through the middle, it's Cole Palmer. Now, whether we see Enzo or Gallagher play as the attacking midfielder will be interesting to see. I'm also just in along the bottom that it looks like it's a three-back Middlesbrough. So, not sure what Footmob has done there. But I'm guessing that Bangura potentially plays a little higher as a wing-back, and then it works out to be a three-back, which makes more sense. I guess Isaiah Jones is the right wing-back, and then Crooks joining Lath up front potentially. I'm not sure on that one, so don't quote me. But yeah, that's it did say it's a three-back, the ticker on the bottom there. So could be interesting to see how Chelsea deal with that. Because I don't think there's not really anyone who plays the back three in the Premier League anymore. I think potentially Sheffield United, obviously Luton Town as well, but yeah, not many. Yellowstone says, good luck to Chelsea fans. I am neutral. Fair enough. And the last time I saw Middlesbrough play Chelsea was when Ravanelli and Zola was playing. That is a heck of a long time ago. Yellowstone, I have absolutely no memories of that. But yeah, thank you for that blast from the past. But Chelsea's last 6 games, then only one draw. See, that was the Carabao Cup quarter-final, which was a draw we won on pens, and the loss to Wolves. Other than that, it's 4 wins. Pretty decent. And we've looked a lot better in recent games. Statistically, we look a better side. Possessions up, goals are up, goals conceded are down, shots on targets are up, expected goals are up. So across the board, it's looking positive for Chelsea at the moment. Tonight, though, it's just about ensuring there isn't any slip-up. It's just about making sure that we don't do anything stupid. We go out there, we get the job done, and we get ourselves into a comfortable second leg and then into a Carabao Cup final, which is where Chelsea want to be this season. We haven't got European football this year. As it stands, it's looking unlikely we'll be able to get up into the top 6. Obviously, if we could get 7th even, that would be positive. And we could still finish top 6, of course. But tonight could get us into that final, which could guarantee us Europe, or which would guarantee us Europe if we win it. That could be crucial for Chelsea's season. So tonight's a very, very important game. These semi-final legs are both very, very important for Chelsea. In terms of Middlesbrough's threat then, I'd actually say that Isaiah Jones is probably their biggest threat. From a few clips I've seen of them this season, I will be honest, I've not seen a load of Middlesbrough. Tonight is going to be learning a fair bit about them. The only championship I watched a bit last season, obviously with Luton Town there, but not seen much this season. So can't really comment on how they play. I know they've not done well, though. I know they're low in the table. Still, though, Carrick is a good manager, and they are a half-decent side. As I say, Isaiah Jones, I think, will probably be their biggest threat. I can't really say any. I don't really know any others. I think Johnny House, for really throwing back the years. I remember him playing midfield for Norwich, and all he does is hit screamers. So, yeah, he could also be a threat if there's a chance on the volley or from range. But, yeah, obviously, the threat for Chelsea is pretty obvious. Obviously, Cole Palmer, he's been in fantastic form of late. He's been one of England's, or one of the most interesting players in the Premier League this season, got some really good numbers, outperforming the likes of Bukayo Saka, Jack Grealish, and many people claiming he should be staking a claim in that England squad. So he's been a key performer. Sterling's frustrating me a bit at the minute, and I'm hoping we can see less of him just running at players and falling over tonight. That would be ideal. I find it bizarre that we are shoehorning Palmer through the middle in order to accommodate Sterling returning to the lineup. I would have expected to see either Mihailo Mudryk on that side and Palmer in the middle, or we have Breuer in there and then Palmer shifted out wide. But it doesn't really make sense to me to accommodate for Sterling. He's not really been that good this season. I know he's a key player, but this is a cup competition at the end of the day. I don't really understand the reasoning behind having Sterling in there. And Mudryk was exceptional against Newcastle. Obviously scored that goal and has been quite good in recent weeks. I'm surprised we don't see him play, to be honest. I think he would have been really good this evening against a Middlesbrough backline who wouldn't really know how to deal with his pace. They haven't got anyone in there that's particularly quick. So for me, it's a bit of an oddity that we haven't selected Mudryk tonight. Could have been brilliant for his confidence, but yeah, it's an interesting situation. That equally, Sterling can get amongst the goals. That could also be good for his confidence. So difficult to say, very difficult to say. I don't think there's much other football going on this evening. There's obviously the other Carabao Cup game plays tomorrow. We're live for that as well. That stream page is already on the channel. And then the second legs are in 2 weeks' time. Not a lot of football going on this week. And obviously then back to Premier League action this weekend. But yeah, a bit of a barren midweek. Anyway, Ryan Chin, welcome to the stream. And Gary, welcome to the stream. Ryan with his classic high full stop. And Gary getting in on the action with a high and a full stop. Welcome everyone that's hopping in just before kickoff here. We'll get your predictions in just a moment. But before Ryan Tune can even say, how are you? I'm going to say I'm doing great, Ryan. It's brilliant to see you here. Gary saying good, and you. Good to see you, Gary, as always. And yeah, there's the Ryan Tune message. Brilliant to see so many people hopping in chat now. And yeah, if we can keep the chat flooded tonight with messages, that would be good. Obviously, no co-host alongside me to bounce off, so it's a little more difficult. But yeah, if you can keep the chat flooded with messages, keep me occupied during the game, then that would be great. Or give me some company, I should say. Not keep me occupied. Hopefully the game will do that. But yeah, give me a bit of company to watch this game. Anyway, prediction time then. Get your predictions in the live chat while I'm theorising over mine. I don't want to go too bold here for Chelsea. I don't want to say we're going to run out 5-0 winners, rompant victory, and everyone scores a hat-trick. None of that. I think we'll get a win tonight. I don't think it's going to be too confident. I'm going to say Middlesbrough 0, Chelsea 2. I don't want to go, as I say, don't want to go too high. I still think, though, we'll win, even if it is by 2 late goals. We saw against Preston at the weekend how it took us a while to break them down, but once we did, they really did fall apart under our pressure. So what Chelsea haven't done well this season is once we get a team into that position, is really putting your foot on their neck and seeing out the game. Getting a few goals and killing the game off. We don't do that often enough. It'd be nice if we can get an early goal here to go on and do that. I'm thinking Middlesbrough will hold tight though. They're playing a 3-back. I think I'll probably look a bit more like a 5-back out of possession. They'll be looking to deal with the threat posed by Levi Colwill, Malo Gusto as wing-backs that will overlap. So it's going to be difficult to break them down. I think once we do, I want us to push on, but I don't think we're going to get goals to the second half. So I'll say I think they'll both be beyond 60 minutes, and I think it'll be a Cole Palmer goal. I think he'll break the deadlock with a bit of individual skill, and then a goal. And I'll say Mihajlo Mudryk to get one from the bench. And an overall quite good Chelsea display. I don't think they're going to offer too much going forwards, Middlesbrough, tonight, or at least I hope they don't. Obviously, they could provide an upset. They are a good side, but if we're going to give a prediction, I don't think they will. Anyway, players are out of the tunnel. They're now shaking hands on the field and then will take positions to get underway. So it is a 3-5-2, it looks, for Middlesbrough tonight. And as I said, Crooks and Latalath as those front two, as R. Jones as a wing-back. He's very dangerous in that role. Johnny Howson, the marauding midfielder. And then Dale Fry's another one I recognise in that back line then. So, yeah, a couple ex-Premier League names, but not too many household names in there, other than Johnny Howson, of course. But, yeah, still a decent side from Middlesbrough, capable of causing an upset. And then as we see for Chelsea, 4-2-3-1, I really hope it's not Enzo Fernandez pushing forwards and Gallagher in the pivot. That will make me cry. So if we could do that the other way around, that would be great. But, yeah. Welcome everyone that's just hopping in. We're about to get underway here. Load of messages in chat. Yellowstone says 5-3 Chelsea. Love that as a prediction. At least we're winning going into the second leg. Guy says, what do you mean there's no other football on today? Cara Brazzaville taking on Diablo Noir in the Congo League 1, as well as a couple matches in the Italian Serie D. Brilliant. I'll check all those out then. That's good. Guy says, I reckon Middlesbrough get a goal or two tonight. Brilliant. Thanks, Gary. Love that. I'm on Bar vs Slough in the National League South. To be honest, there's a chance that's a better game than what we're going to be treated to this evening. So, anyway. Also, just a quick bear in mind, the graphics are all new, so if I break anything, I apologise profusely. Hopefully I don't manage to do that, because I think Harry will have a meltdown. But yeah, and Chelsea fan, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, my friend. Big up, Jack. Big up yourself, Chelsea fan. Thank you, everyone that's hopping in for what should be a really exciting game of football. Right, first half time is ready to go. I hope you guys are ready for what should be a good game. Hopefully Chelsea win. They're looking at that, our away form has been, well, not convincing to say the least. So hopefully tonight bucks that trend and hopefully we can win in a convincing manner. And Gary says, must say I've really enjoyed watching Carrick's success with Middlesbrough. Yeah, he did really well last season. This season's not been quite as successful. We're about to get underway here. Middlesbrough will get us started. Not exactly sure what we're waiting for here. The ref's just walking over to the fourth official. Just shaking his hand. No idea. No idea what they're up to there. But the ref will now make his way back to the centre circle. We'll cut to the Middlesbrough fan base. They are absolutely loving it this evening, Middlesbrough. Many banners, many flags, many scarves being swung. I mean, they're creating an atmosphere. They're trying to intimidate Chelsea, and to be honest, it's a good idea. May well work, but anyway. Once the referee finally gets his act together, no idea what they're waiting for, we'll get underway. He checks his watch. And he finds something else to delay us with. What is he up to? But I don't think we're ever going to start this game of football. I genuinely don't know what he's doing. He's finally given the signal. Chelsea have ran too early, though. And now finally, we are underway here this evening. It took an age, but we are finally underway. And hopefully, tonight's game can be a great game. I'm hoping for a good one. Chelsea, we need a comfortable win this evening. We've not been good enough in recent games. And especially away from home. Tonight, we've got to be back on our form. We've got to be back in form. We've got to play well. we've got to beat Middlesbrough by quite a margin and then make the home leg a comfortable one. So I don't want to be watching this in 2 weeks' time where it's a little nervy. We've got to get something from the game. I want it to be a comfortable one. We can just see out something. But, well, Levi Colwell's just put them through. Lath almost gets a shot away. A really strong tackle from Axel Disasi. Lath there feeling something. And, well, that was already sloppy. I said let's not do anything stupid tonight. Within 45 seconds, we've done something completely brain dead. So that is fantastic. Fantastic job, Chelsea. Thankfully, Carwell's error, we do not be made to pay for it. But that, I mean, that's going to be a contentious point because I think VAR would have given that as a penalty. Because actually, Lath's touch escapes him here. He does get a shot away, and then Disasi clips him or goes into him. So we're quite fortunate there. I think if there was if VAR was in operation this evening, obviously it isn't because we're at the Riverside and the Carabao Cup have decided that neither tie will have VAR in use. Because of that, we've got away one because I feel like that could have been a penalty, but alas. Gary says his managerial career is certainly going better than Gerrard, Lampard, Rooney, Henry, Neville. Is Terry still coaching these days? John Terry, not sure what he's up to be honest. I know there was some murmurs that he would return to the Chelsea coaching staff, especially under Lampard, but I don't think any of I know that didn't come to fruition. I don't know what he's up to now, but yeah. I forgot that the EFL Cup Semi-Finals is a two-legged affair. Thanks for the reminder. No worries, Gary. Yeah, we do love a two-legged EFL Cup Semi-Finals. We'll be back with the exact same ties, just in the reverse stadiums in 2 weeks' time. We get a nice little break from Carabao, all things green in the meantime. But yeah. And Chelsea now with the ball in possession. Hopefully we can start to move the ball on the pitch. We've had 2 minutes here, but we've only actually had 50 seconds. A long stoppage there as Lath received some treatment. So it's Disasi on the ball now. Silva. For Chelsea tonight, it's not just about getting the win over the line. As I've mentioned, it's about putting on a good performance. And already what we're seeing as well, which is good, is that Enzo's in the pivot. So very pleased to see that. I was worried based on the Sky graphic, the football graphic, and the lineup graphic that Chelsea put out with him ahead of Gallagher. I was worried he'd be playing in attack midfield tonight. Thankfully, that's not the case. We do get him in the pivot with Moise Caicedo. Gallagher now shifts it to Sterling, and he wants to take on Isaiah Jones here, Raheem Sterling. Jones stands his ground really well, blocks the cross going in, and now they look to play out Middlesbrough, but it's one high by Conor Gallagher. Enzo Fernandez now tries to find Raheem Sterling, but I think Sterling was in an offside position regardless, and he couldn't quite get to that ball. But positive stuff, nice move from Chelsea, shame it couldn't come to anything. Yes, it says, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer backed Carrick and promoted him within the coaches at Man United, didn't he? Yes, he was. Well, a lot of people believe that Carrick was pretty much running that team at times alongside Kieran McKenna, which makes sense, therefore, as to why they're both quite good coaches. Because there were times where that United side did as well. There is, I think, an early change here for Middlesbrough. I don't think Lath's going to continue. I believe it is that's down. Yeah, it is their striker. Obviously, caught by Disasi early on. An unfortunate moment for him and for Middlesbrough. Their number 9 coming off after just 3 minutes or 4 minutes. It's a contentious one. I think with VAR, potentially a penalty is given. I don't think there's any malice in it at all from Axel Disasi. It's just a clumsy challenge. He just mistimes it. But regardless, unfortunate for Lath, he's going to go off injured now. And that's a huge shame for him because it's a player who wouldn't normally get the opportunity to play against Chelsea. And so tonight would be a big moment for him. Yet he's not going to get that chance now due to injury. So a bit of a shame for him, but yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone that's hopping in, by the way. It's good to see a few people in chat tonight. And of course, if you are new, please do get involved in the live chat. Because, yeah, we've not had as many people as we used to getting involved in the live chat, seeing and watching these streams. So any support is massively appreciated as we begin 2024 and hope to have a better start to 24 than we had end to 2023. Johnny Howson now lifting that ball in the air. Luckily, Thiago Silva deals with that a lot better than Cole did earlier. And now here is Noni Madueke. Picks out Cole Palmer, who can strike it. It's a really good save from Glover. Hacked away then by Dale Fry. And now Middlesbrough look to play out. Isaiah Jones, now Crooks. And now here come Middlesbrough. Gallagher hounding there. Middlesbrough's number 4. It's Balasa, I believe, or Balasa. I'm not sure. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing his name. Vandenberg goes back to Fry, lets it run across his body and to Glover. Palmer pressing Fry now. He goes back to Vandenberg, who's under a lot of pressure from Raheem Sterling. It's back with Fry again, and he's just going to relieve that pressure by sending the ball long for Corbin to run at. And Disasi's under a bit of pressure here. He's all over him there. The Welsh lad, Josh Coburn? All over Axel Disasi there, forcing him to knock it out of play. But nervy start at times for Chelsea here. We've already had Colwill with that really poor header backwards. Disasi here just didn't deal with the ball. And it created a bit of a silly situation. He just needed to touch it to someone else, get it away from that situation. Instead, he got hounded by Josh Coburn. And that could have been another silly error. But yeah, positive stuff here. If Palmer had got a bit more behind that shot, or it hadn't been as close to Glover, potentially we're looking at 1-0. So, good stuff from Chelsea. And already getting a shot away at goal, which is a positive sign, I would say. Gary says, I've got my popcorn ready for the scenes if Chelsea sell Gallagher and sign Henderson. Gary will do 50 videos on it, mate. You'll just get like your entire notifications for that day would be us, which will be uploading videos every 5 minutes. So we do an initial video, then we inevitably have to do an apology video. And then, yeah, it'd just be like that constantly. Anyway, I don't see any way Jordan Henderson goes to Chelsea. He's linked with Ajax, isn't he? Jordan Henderson. Which, I guess, good move for all parties. Ajax need a bit of experience in there for their team of just 17-year-olds. Well, by the way, Middlesbrough played through Chelsea really easily there. Ball played into the box. Fortunately for Chelsea, it doesn't fall to a Middlesbrough player. And now they can deal with it. Conor Gallagher. But already, it's way too easy. Way too easy for them to break through us. Here's Malo Gusto now. Lovely flick towards Sonny Madueke. Unfortunately, Gusto Madueke not on the same wavelength there. And possession conceded quite cheaply. But again, that wing-back causing all sorts of problems for Chelsea. And again, we get a little bit lucky there because that's come off of Enzo's foot and struck his arm. And I think in a game where VAR was in operation, that would probably have been given. Instead, the referee doesn't notice it. Chelsea survive. So, yeah. And it's Disasi again. He's being hounded by Coburn. He doesn't know how to deal with him. He's a big physical presence, Josh Coburn. He's causing all sorts of issues for Disasi. But Middlesbrough so far given a really good game to Chelsea here, making it really difficult for them to play the football they want to play. Because they've got to keep dealing with this. There's an onslaught almost, I'd say, from Middlesbrough. Here's Crooks. Jones tries to cut it back there to Barlaser, but it's not quite come off. Fry, now Vandenberg. And Fry and Housen linking up here. Now Middlesbrough on this left-hand side, under a bit of pressure here. Back to Dale Fry. Middlesbrough looking the more dangerous side in the first 7 minutes. So I think Chelsea had the best chance of the game. The effort from Cole Palmer on the edge of the area potentially had a bit more time there than I think he thought he had. So could have taken another couple of touches in there. Could have got a more clean strike away at goal. So it was a little bit rushed, a little bit hurried. And I don't think he got as nice a strike as he would have wanted to there. But yeah, still, I'd say that was the best chance of the game. Regardless, Middlesbrough have already come forward a few times. And if it wasn't for, some dubious referee calls and some, odd final ball decisions from Middlesbrough, they could definitely have a goal in this game. And that's the problem at the moment for Chelsea. It's not being good enough. Being a bit too sloppy, a bit too casual. We need to up the performance. Here's Thiago Silva. Now Disasi picks out Conor Gallagher. And passing to the final third then. 4th Middlesbrough already in this game. Only 1 for Chelsea. Which obviously that ball received by Cole Palmer. Led to the shot. But other than that, not really offering them much in the way of a threat. Here's Colwill now. Finds Sterling out wide. He's going to look to take on Jones again. Okay, has he got the beating of Isaiah Jones? He does, but it's met. His cross in the box is met by the gargantuan head there of Dale Fry. Does really well to get that away. Disasi, Silva, and Chelsea have Middlesbrough against the wall here. Backs against the wall. Can they capitalise on that? Can they put a bit of pressure on and find an early goal? Well, hopefully so. Disasi goes out wide to Colwill once again. Now on the left-hand side, Sterling and Colwill exchange passes. Now Enzo Fernandez. Lifting over the top for Sterling to run in behind too, but it's swept up well by the Aussie goalkeeper Tom Glover. who comes out quickly for that one. And Sterling gets in the way of his distribution. And that just slows Middlesbrough from counter-attacking. Fry. Now here come Middlesbrough, and Noni Madueke applying the pressure really well there. And that's that left centre-half. Engel has been caught a few times in possession this evening. It's a bit too slow playing out against a Chelsea side who pressed really well. Madueke there regaining possession. Just a shame for him that it came off at a horrible angle. But yeah, and Middlesbrough with a new signing watching. They've just added Finazaz from Aston Villa for £2 million. Should be a good addition. And yeah, unfortunately for Middlesbrough, he's not able to get involved in the action yet, because I think he would add a potent danger to their attack. Or a potent threat to their attack. So yeah. Enzo Fernandez. Now Disasi. Colwell. Colwell back to Axel Disasi. And it's Thiago Silva now. Lifting that ball over the top, but it's just diagonal ball not quite coming off for them at the moment, Chelsea. Sterling made a bit too of a narrow central run. And again, potentially without that focal or main striker in there, with Palmer playing in there, who's not a natural striker, potentially just missing those runs in behind, that harrying of the defence. Glover again. Now Fry. And he lifts it long. Colwell, though, winning that physical battle. It comes off the head of Crooks, and now it's into a bit of no man's land here, as nobody knows really whose ball it is. And, well, it's Chelsea who come away with it now. Noni Madueke tries to feed that through to Gallagher. That wasn't the right decision, and Engel manages to get it away. A good chance for Chelsea, squandered in the end. But a corner now and a chance to make something of that attack. We do have a decent threat from corners. Obviously, Axel Disasi scored on the opening day against Liverpool. Thiago Silva, known for his headed efforts in the couple of seasons he's been here. Guy says, is Sterling more natural on the left wing or right wing? Can't remember his City days, but he seems all over the place with Chelsea. So much chopping and changing with the Chelsea forward group. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of rotation, but as you say, it doesn't feel like we know his natural position. Obviously, he is right-footed, so he's really good at cutting inside. So it very much depends on what you want from him. At Manchester City, I believe he's played on the left for the first few seasons, but then I think he then moved to the right, potentially. And Glover's been fouled there in the eyes of the referee. Oh no, he hasn't. Thought he had been for a moment. But ref decides not to give it. Palmer put the corner a little too close to the goalkeeper. Thought Disasi got a flick on that, but it did come off the head of Engel. Oh, sorry, no, Dale Fry, of course. He's head on everything so far. And now another corner for Chelsea. Another chance to cause some issues for Middlesbrough. Ball whipped in. It's not dealt with by anyone. It's not claimed by anyone from Chelsea. Conor Gallagher. It comes to on the edge, and his strike, though, leaving a lot to be desired. That's a bit of a weird one, that. If I'm honest, I'm a bit miffed as to how no one attacked that corner. We've won the ball hard at the pitch here, though, Chelsea. And now here's Madueke, and his touch lets him down. Tries to bring it down a little too deftly. Doesn't execute it. And now it's Middlesbrough Fry. And again, that's where we've won the ball hard at the field. A really good interception from Moiscalero, jumping forwards in possession to stop that pass through. Great interception. Doesn't come to anything, though, because there's a little bit of sloppiness in that attack. Madueke's gone down in a heap, and that's a soft one, but it is a free kick in favour of Chelsea. And not a bad area for this to be whipped into the box. Well, it looked like Chelsea might take it short for a moment there, but Gusto decides better of it. And now Chelsea will make this more into a set piece. So yeah, almost a quarter of an hour gone now. It's not been the first half we wanted here at the Riverside. Chelsea haven't really offered a lot. Here is Noni Madueke, gives it to Palmer. Really nice pass to the edge, looking for Enzo Fernandez. Absolutely levered away by Johnny Howson. You'd expect nothing less from the steely British midfielder. Really smart this from Madueke. It looked like he was going to come inside and cross the ball. Managed to shift it to Palmer. He plays it to the edge, looking for the run of Enzo Fernandez. But Johnny Howson reacting first. Not something we often say. We did really well there. Did really well to get in front of that ball. Clear it away. Chelsea going forwards again now, and this is a dominant passage for this Chelsea team. Conor Gallagher now gets it out wide. And Sterling looking across the ball, gives it to Levi Colwell. Can this now go into the box? No, but he does find a teammate in Gallagher. Now Colwell. Disasi Has Gusto as the wide option. He's going to use the French fullback, Madueke, Gusto, Madueke again, Caicedo, Madueke, now Disasi. Encouraging possession play here from Chelsea. Thiago Silva finds a pass with Madueke. Had to thread that through the Middlesbrough team. And now Middlesbrough have possession, a chance to cause Chelsea some issues, but they are forced backwards there. And now it's with Tom Glover. Glover's look like very comfortable with the ball at his feet, which is uncommon, I'd say, for a goalkeeper at this standard. I think, obviously, we have started to see teams play more possession or more often play a possession-based style in the Championship, particularly now with Leicester down there. And obviously, Ipswich Town, Leeds, Southampton all playing much more modern brands of football, Hull as well. But, yeah, Middlesbrough implemented it at times last season and implementing it well here. Tom Glover very confident with the ball at his feet. Enzo Fernandez, now Cole Palmer, he's played it in behind. Noni Madueke, has he got the beating of Banguda, the full back? He does, but he seemed to have fouled him, which is a bit soft, but it is given as a free kick. Jason says, I remember Sterling, Sturridge and Suarez, what a trio that was for Liverpool that year when Gerrard slipped. And Gary says, yeah, that was an incredible front three to watch. That was a very, very good attack that Liverpool had in that year. Really should have won the title. But yeah, Bangura going down. Didn't need much encouragement from Noni Madueke. And yeah. But he's now on the deck, seemingly injured. So perhaps that is understandable. And they are readying another potential change in Middlesbrough. It'll be two very early changes, of course, both due to injuries. But yeah. Anyway, 14 votes in the poll and chat then so far. It's a lot more even than I thought it would be. Still 71% Chelsea, of course, but given they're a Premier League side and supposedly a good one at that, and given Middlesbrough out-of-form Championship team, you'd expect to be a bit, or the disparity to be greater. So 73% Chelsea, 80% Middlesbrough, 7% draw. Thanks to everyone that's voted in that so far. Of course, if you haven't voted or left a like or subscribed if you're new, then please make sure to do so. It massively, massively helps us out. Costs you nothing. Helps us out massively. It's been a slow end to last year. I'm hoping to pick up this year in a big way. But yeah, so they're just discussing here a few tactical things. I think the Middlesbrough team, they've gone over to Carrick, and it's Howson and Carrick engaged in some discussion now. And it does look like Middlesbrough are going to be forced into a second change off the evening, as the Middlesbrough coaching staff is discussing who they're going to bring on to replace Bangura. And another victim, really, from this game for Middlesbrough. Well, is he alright to continue, Bangura? He's back to his feet, but he is walking gingerly. He gets a high five from Glover. I think that might be the end of his evening because Clark is seemingly coming on. There's a bald bloke entering the field. And no, it's not a streaker, it is a substitute. So with Bangura, the wing-back for Middlesbrough coming off, and Clark replacing him. Not good stuff for Middlesbrough health-wise. No, already 2 early injuries, which is never what you want to see in football. And in a game where, you know, Middlesbrough, they don't often get to play teams like Chelsea. They don't get to play them every week. This is a good chance to prove themselves. They've already lost two key players. So, yeah, not ideal for Middlesbrough. For the Boro. But yeah. Once Clark's put about 50 layers of tape around his shin pads, he will replace Bangura here. But yeah. No disrespect to Clark, I might be massively wrong here. He doesn't look the quickest though. And what we've seen from Bangura, what's made him quite dangerous so far for Middlesbrough, is that ability to get down the touchline. Now, Clark might be rapid, and I might be shown up, but he looks a more defensive player. He looks more like a centre-half who's being asked to do a job out of position. Yeah, that is a shame for Bangura. And obviously with both injuries tonight, we wish them speedy recoveries. It's Matt Clark coming on for Alex Bangura. I believe resides or is from Sierra Leone, I think is that flag. It's something you don't often see that flag in football. I think it's Sierra Leone. Let's have a look. It is indeed. Great flag knowledge, must be said. But yeah. Anyway, Tom Glover now over this free kick there. As Middlesbrough get us back underway. But 20 minutes played here then. And in all honesty, I think we're going to have a hefty amount of added time in this half, because we've had Latalath go off in the early stages. We've now had Bangura go off. Both those injuries took about 2-3 minutes to replace. So we're going to have a hefty helping of added time in this game. Anyway, here is Clark. Now back to Del Fry. And Sterling will put the pressure on Vandenberg. Chelsea pushing up high onto Middlesbrough. Clark goes to Engel. So, yeah, well, as I presumed, Clark doesn't look the type to play left wing back. He will slot into centre half, and Engel comes in at wing back then. So, a bit of a shift around there to accommodate for Bangura's injury. Yeah, Josh Coburn, considering he had to come into this game as a substitution a couple of minutes in, he has posed quite a bit of threat. You know, he's offered quite a physical battle to Chelsea's backline, and Disasi notably struggled with that early on. And, well, if Middlesbrough can actually get the ball forwards with a bit more regularity, they could cause some issues today. Disasi. Silva. Now Axel Disasi. He goes wide into Noni Madueke. Madueke just about brings that under his control. Now Malo Gusto forced back to Disasi. Disasi looks along his back line and picks out the Brazilian Thiago Silva. Now into Caicedo, back to Silva. Palmer dropping in very deep here to try and get involved in the play. Enzo Fernandez moves out wide. Here's Colwell. Now goes wider still and finds Sterling. Keen to take on Vandenberg, but comes inside instead. Now it's Palmer. Finds himself very deep for someone playing as a striker tonight. Now Gusto. Madueke. Can Malo Gusto find a teammate? He's going to try and take on the Middlesbrough fullback there, but it doesn't quite work out for him. And now it's out for a Chelsea throw. But yeah, Middlesbrough so far able to keep Chelsea quite quiet in this game, relatively quiet, and that is a foul there from Hackney. Hackney there just a little too strong on Mike Caicedo and a Chelsea free kick. Again, a decent area for a ball to be whipped in. Not that we've looked too threatening from the balls we have whipped into the box so far, but it is an opportunity, and it's not a bad one. Though we don't decide to whip it in, we've decided just to keep playing. Fair enough. Disasi, now Gusto. Back to Axel Disasi. Knocks it across. Cartwell. Finds Gallagher in a wide area. Goes wider still into Sterling. He's keen to take on Vandenberg. And he gets held there by the Dutch centre half. But he doesn't stop him putting the ball into the box. Fortunately for Sterling, it's not a very good ball into the box. And it goes out for a Middlesbrough goal kick. Again, a frustrating one. I have so many frustrations with Sterling. Often he's not direct enough. And when he is direct, he looks too much of the foul, or he just runs himself down rabbit holes. A few times now he's looked to take on Isaiah Jones or Vandenberg, and nothing's come of it. I don't know, he just doesn't put out... His output isn't high enough for me. And he doesn't get the crowd off their feet, does he? It's not like Mihailo Mudryk. Mudryk, when he's on the ball, when he's flying down the wing, he's a really exciting player. Yes, he's not always the most prolific. Yes, he's a little bit erratic, but he does get you off your feet. That's what I really like about the lad. And the fact that I see a lot of promise there. But with Sterling, we're paying a 30-year-old a lot of money to put out very average numbers and not even excite the fans. Howson, Hackney, skips past Enzo, but it is recovered by Levi Colwell. Now Enzo Fernandez tries to put it out to Madueke. Madueke wasn't alive to it, but Gusto was, and he sweeps it up, takes it past Engel, and now here come Chelsea. Madueke, that is a horrendous touch. It comes off his heel there. Okay, and it's a bit of a physical battle there in the midfield, but Chelsea do come away with possession. Now Silva. Enzo Fernandez can pick out Gusto. Now Madueke. There's something very, very raw about Noni Madueke. I like him. I think he's a good player, and he's shown this season that he's got some great attributes. The goal he scored against Luton in particular, the confidence just to hit it in the back of the net. Not overthinking, not trying to place it into a corner, but just strike it into the near corner, into the near upright, and get a good goal. And I like that, but there is still something a bit raw about him. So there's a free kick. Middlesbrough free kick. Conor Gallagher, a little over-aggressive in a challenge there. Glover. Looking for Engel, who does flick it on well. That's in the channel for Hackney to give chase to, but Caicedo will knock that back. And Chelsea can have possession once more. Silva. Short on options, moves to a centre-half partner to Sassy. He finds his compatriot Malo Gusto down the line. Back now with this Sassy. Gallagher. And that ball bobbles away from Conor Gallagher. He does well to hold on to the possession. Then he gives it away. Luckily, recovered quite quickly there. As Crooks look to try and bring the ball forward. But it's now with Sterling. Slides it through the legs of Isaiah Jones. And now goes to Disasi. Disasi tries to play through Madueke. Madueke can't quite get a touch on the ball. And nothing coming of that ball fed through. And that's now Glover. Picks up the ball and will now look to build something. So neither side really able to stamp any authority in this game. Middlesbrough have had a shot to Chelsea's 2, both with one on target. Chelsea have broken into the box more and had the overwhelming possession with 64 there. But I don't know, it's just not felt a very confident performance from Chelsea. Feels like we're still lacking something in this game. Something to give us that supremacy and to really, as I say, stamp that authority. Here's Sterling brought down there by Laser. But I think he'll be alright with that one because no yellow card and he's halted a Chelsea attack. And the ball switched over to the right hand side quickly as Malo Gusto looks to bring it forwards and he carries it well. Nice footwork from Gusto, but it's just one step over too many. Falls over to Gusto again, and again he looks to take someone on. No, but it's really good from Palmer there. He saw that both Gusto and Madueke had committed to the press. He swept around and stopped Middlesbrough coming down the left-hand side. It's out now for a throw. Engel manages to pick out Housen in the pocket. He chests it down to Noni Madueke. Not what he intended to do. Here's Conor Gallagher. Goes wide to Malo Gusto. Gusto, Palmer, Gusto again. Now Moise Caicedo back towards Malo Gusto. It just doesn't come off. Just doesn't come off for him and he ends up unable to get the ball in play as Engel sees it out. Gusto doing an Anthony. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating. Don't really know why we're overcomplicating it on that right-hand side. Madueke and Gusto both trying to play it too pretty. And again, it's two players that don't seem to be too familiar with each other. There's a lot of errors in there, a lot of sloppiness, not really a lot of relationship or trust between the two players. They don't really understand where the other's movement. So it's quite difficult, therefore, to actually attack. Because we keep breaking it down. The play keeps breaking down on that right-hand side in a position that could be a good chance. Alas, Gusto goes down the line to Noni Madueke. Madueke now looking to take on Clark, and he can drive inside. Really good from Noni Madueke. Shakes it past another defender. Prods one towards goal. Blocked by Dale Fry. Corner to Chelsea. Really, really dangerous run inside there from Noni Madueke. Denied only by a very crucial block by Dale Fry. But yeah, did really well to take it past a few players here. Just couldn't get enough behind that shot. As Fry recovered back and got in front of him. He did really well there. He wriggled through a good few players. Really narrow area. And he made something of it. Cole Palmer now over this corner. Goes short to Sterling. Sterling will look to put this ball into the box. It comes off of Hackney. Falls back down to Sterling. Here's Palmer. Oh, a fantastic sharp turn there from Cole Palmer. Lifts it into the box. Headed on by Silva. Onto the top of the net. Sorry, I believe by Colwell. And that comes to nothing. Gary says the Chelsea players don't seem to know their system or individual roles. They're all over the place but not giving proper options. Yeah, I'd agree. I think a lot of Chelsea, we don't really understand each other's movement, and that's a huge problem. Obviously, there will be assigned roles tactically, but there's still going to be nuances player to player. Every player plays the game very differently, and Carwell there booked for a bit of a silly foul. Don't really see why that was necessary, and the yellow card feels very harsh. But he brought it down. It was he slipped over. It was escaping him. And the ball fell to the number 25, Crooks, and he looked to play it down the line to Jones, who was rugby tackled for some reason by Cole. That felt really unnecessary. Really unnecessary. And now, set piece in quite a dangerous area to defend, with little reason to make that foul. A really silly one, that, from Levi Carwell, who doesn't often make silly fouls. Usually quite a composed head in that Chelsea backline. That, though, not very mature. Yellow is harsh, yeah, but he just block the run of a opposing player for no real reason. And completely on purpose. Gallagher there, trying to come forward. Chelsea now. Palmer lifts it towards Gallagher. Madueke gets a touch and he's going to look to take it, well, to beat Engels there in the pace, but Engel just about recovers it. Yasmin says, you could be a good auctioneer, Jack. Thank you. Again, laugh from Gary as well. Maybe I'll try my hand to that at some point. Good at talking fast. Don't really know what else. Oh, it's fallen to Cole Palmer. Palmer with a chance to shoot. Oh, he's just dragged it wide. And that's really frustrating. It was sloppy from Johnny Howson there in the middle of the park. Cole Palmer picks up on that loose ball. And on the edge of the area, you've got to be hitting it better than that. He just played a pass that was a little too soft. Palmer jumped on it. And then with a clear sight of goal, just drags it just past the post. Tried to place it past Glover. It was a little bit too nonchalant. Wasn't quite on target. And now, somehow, Middlesbrough we cut back from the replay, and Hackney's in on goal, but his shot leaves a lot to be desired. Petro dives at it, almost mocking the effort, but yeah, not a great effort. So it's a ball lumped long, and again, it's silly defending from Silva there, actually, who just headed it to a Middlesbrough player, and it all came from Coburn winning that physical battle with Axel Disasi. It's just amateur at times from Chelsea's backline. Incredibly amateur. There's no communication, no organisation, no leadership. It's just a shit show. We've got players falling over each other. We're heading it to opposition players. We just don't deal with the ball. There's no confidence in that backline. Everyone plays with fear. Here's Disasi. Now Gusto. And time again, making really, really silly errors, especially in defence. But yeah, one goal, anybody, one goal. Yeah. Maybe I'll go into that then. If this doesn't work out. Cole Palmer. Now Silva. Cole will. Fuck's sake, Palmer says Chelsea fan. Yeah, I think that's valid. I don't know though. To be honest, it was a difficult shot. He had players come from both angles. Not a lot of time to take the shot, and yeah, I mean, you did quite well. Did you get it as close as you did? But I mean, I don't know. Maybe you'd be hoping for more for this effort, but at least I'm taking the positives. We got into a good position. Would have liked that to be a goal. Just whistling past the post. It could have been a lot worse, put it that way. I've seen much worse misses from Chelsea players this season. Anyway. There is one other game going on, by the way. It's #United. So, at least there's some of the football. Lovely turn from Cole Palmer. Now Malo Gusto. And here's Madueke. He just can't quite bring that under his control. Clark, Engel. And it's another sloppy pass. Conor Gallagher jumps in front of that from Dale Fry. That ball back to Dale Fry. Jumped in front of it, got a touch on it. Ends up going out though for a Middlesbrough goal kick. It was Engel who knocked it back to Fry. Fry wasn't alert to it. Gallagher pounced on it. Couldn't quite make anything of it though. And again, it's just a little unfortunate because if he doesn't touch that ball with such force, he'd be able to get round to it, potentially get a cutback. Then maybe we score. Who knows? So composed there from Dale Fry, taking it past Conor Gallagher, and he's found Josh Coburn with a direct ball through Chelsea's side. And well, one back by Enzo. He is caught there by Hackney, and it is given as a free kick. Oh, sorry, Johnny Howson, that caught him. With 10 minutes left of the half, Chelsea will be hoping they can, start to actually do something. I think that's a bit of a soft one. Enzo doesn't need much encouragement to go down at all, though. I'm not even sure there was any contact. Not questioning the integrity of Enzo Fernandez, just intrigued there. Noni Madueke takes it around Engel. Plays it towards Cole Palmer, and Dale Fry knocks it out of play. And again, another corner, another chance for Chelsea to ramp up the pressure. Will we? That remains to be seen. We haven't for any of the other corners we had tonight. Here is Cole Palmer. Can Chelsea make something happen? Palmer. As he looks to deliver this ball into the box, then not a bad ball, and it's headed away. Falling to Malo Gusto. Now Noni Madueke. Lovely ball in. Moise Caicedo there, and he tries to win the header. I think he did win the header, but it doesn't mean it's anywhere near the goal. And that's a Middlesbrough goal kick, taken quickly by Glover, who's keen to make the most of Chelsea out of position here. One back, though, by Gusto, and Chelsea will just slow it down and allow their team to get back into shape. Gallagher being hounded here by Crooks, so he's not going to get a chance to slow it down. Shifts it to Enzo, and Chelsea maintain possession. Colwell look to go down the line quickly. Will no go down the line. The ball's in behind for Sterling. Apparently, though, the ball's left the pitch. Colwell doesn't quite believe it. But, yeah. Without VAR, no benefit the doubt given. Now we're Middlesbrough throw. And Jones is keen to take it quickly. Goes back to Vandenberg. Been a bit quiet, Vandenberg. The back line had a lot to do. And Middlesbrough in. Isaiah Jones. Can he get past Levi Colwell? Does get the ball in, and it's in. That is incredibly poor defending. Incredibly poor defending from Chelsea. And this is exactly what we needed not to happen. Hackney scored for him because, again, we switch off. We completely switch off defensively. Too many errors in there, too many cock-ups, and we've allowed Middlesbrough to score. We needed tonight to be a confident victory, a comfortable win, and an easy route through to the next round. Instead, it's a complete shit show, a ball pinging behind, we all switch off, Colwell can't deal with it, the ball gets played inside, no one tracks the runner, and he's just tapped it in. Fucking abysmal. Gallagher doesn't put the pressure on the 4. He plays the ball in behind. Colwell loses at Jones. He just really want to get back in here. But he can't stop Jones putting the ball into the box. I mean, that is just a complete shit show. Disasi caught watching. Caicedo doesn't track the runner. And Hackney pokes it past Petro. Fucking abysmal. It's what we come to expect. It's a clown show defensively. Pedro doesn't react quick enough. And I've been very valid praises of Petro in recent weeks, but that was really poor. And defensively, woeful. Absolutely woeful. And they're in again here. Josh Coburn wins the physical battle. And they're going to look to square. He goes down there. Thankfully, the ref doesn't give that as a penalty. But there was a chance there. Clumsy from Gusto. So frustrating. I've forgotten to do the scoreboard as well and all that. So frustrating. I think I need to do that and then that. Oh no, I didn't do the score. Embarrassing. Right. Let me sort out the scoreboard and then we'll get back to the game. But terrible. Terrible once again there from Chelsea. And it's so frustrating because I know we've not been brilliant in this first half, but Middlesbrough haven't really done anything. And we've given them something there. We've given them a goal, we've given them hope, and we've given them something to defend. To fight for. The fact they could take a 1-0 win to Stamford Bridge. Well, to be 2-0 if we keep defending like this is a shit show. Here's Crooks now. Bring the ball forward for Middlesbrough. Tries to back here. Luckily, Levi Colwell switched onto that one. Clark wins the header. Now Engel. And it goes back to Clark. But yeah. I mean, chat. A lot of furious messages there, and rightfully so. Noni Madueke, and he flashes one wide. Guy said, hello, idea. # United had made it all the way to the non-league Premier. Yeah, they're doing quite well for themselves. I believe that's 7th tier, right? Or maybe 8th tier. But they're not far away now. Harry's saying fucking shite. Your 5-3 prediction is still on. Yeah, definitely. Anyway. Dara says, we had a conversation months ago where you criticised the Liverpool midfield and I completely disagreed with you. How do you feel now, fella? The same. There you go. Liverpool's midfield gets passed through too easy. We saw that last night. Not last night, Sunday night. Passed through way too easily. Anyway. Here's Moise Caicedo. Now Gusto. And he looks to ping it in behind. And Palmer will give chase to this. Glover coming out to it. And he lets that go back into his box before collecting it. Now Clark. Here's Engel. And they just look at it. So they played it in behind again to Coburn, who reacts quicker than Disassi. Coburn. Hackney. The goal scorer. Playing with a bit more confidence now. Madueke tries to deal with it. It falls to Engel. Chelsea think he's in offside position, but nothing given by the lino on the far side. Engel puts the ball in. Headed away by Levi Colwill. Now Sterling. Gallagher. Sloppy again. Engel takes aim. Blocked by Malagusto. Now it's with Conor Gallagher. Madueke brings that down well. Disassi. Now it's with Thiago Silva. Guy says dodgy moment for the keeper there. Well, Glover, well, I think he dealt with that quite well, to be honest. It wasn't a very easy ball. But yeah. Top of the league same, you mean, says Dara. Yeah, I still don't think your midfield's very good, though, Dara. Like, Liverpool done very well this season, don't get me wrong, but that's not because their midfield's been spectacular. Sterling. Gallagher. And I also think that without Salah, next few weeks could be a bit of a struggle, but I guess we'll see. Really good defend there from Levi Colwill. Stopping Isaiah Jones. Which I think he's not done too well tonight, so good to see him getting back in there. But yeah. We're 4 minutes away from a first half where just embarrassing that we're 1-0 down here again to Middlesbrough. It's another game where we've been the better team, we've been all over them. And yet, we've not put away their chances. We've not put away our chances. They've put away their one. And again, another a comedy of defensive errors. It's so frustrating every single week. Glover. Now Engel. Gusto stops the ball forward. Here is Johnny Howson. Exchanges passes with Barleza. Tries to find Crooks, and Colwill gets in front there, caught by Crooks, but Chelsea come forward. Madueke, he's gone nowhere, turns back again. Gusto. Now Chelsea can slow it down. So frustrating. Trent out as well. Yeah, exactly, Gary. And actually, a big part of their midfield composition was Trent Alexander-Arnold. Who has a better midfield in the Premier League than Liverpool, says Dara. Arsenal, Manchester City, Newcastle, when fully fit. Even without fully fit, they're pretty strong. I would say Tottenham. And their midfield, again, when fully fit, but even now it's quite strong. There's at least 4. Aston Villa. Ball poked into the box, headed away by Dale Fry. Now Villa's a contentious one. I don't know, pound for pound, it's quite close. It's also very difficult to say with Villa because they play quite a different shape to anyone else in the league. But yeah. I think well the midfields now. Definitely not United. Their entire team's horrific. Who else? Would have said Brighton, but they've lost all their midfielders now. Still, they've got Billy Gilmore, very good. Pascal Gross. Not really had a fit midfield, to be honest, this season, Brighton. Anyway. How many additional minutes will there be? Well, we're a bit early to be looking over at the 4th official, actually. Still got a minute till we'll find out, but I imagine it'll be quite a high number. Closer to double digits than none. Here is Conor Gallagher. Sterling. Gallagher. No, here is Isaiah Jones. Coburn. Hackney, and that's silly from what I was going to say. That's really... Oh, he's won the ball. Fair enough. Not silly. Great challenge. Conor Gallagher smashes it out wide. Here's Palmer. Brings it down well. Oh, it's just stupid. And now here come Middlesbrough. Hackney. Knocks it inside to Howson. Not Howson, sorry, Crook. Crooks. And now here come Chelsea. Madueke. He's doing my head in a bit tonight, Madueke. He's just too raw. He can't bring the ball down against Engel. He's really struggling. He struggled against Bangura. He's struggling against Engel. It's interesting. 6 minutes then in this first half. So still time for a goal in this first half for Chelsea. It's not Not all hope is lost just yet. I'm actually going to take the plus from the minutes. Hang on. Not all hope is lost yet, but it's not looking overwhelmingly positive. We'll continue to disagree. We will, Dara, and you'll probably say the same thing in about March, and then you'll probably say the same thing at the end of the season, and we'll probably still come to the same disagreements, but yeah. God, it's been a frustrating first half here for Chelsea. Really frustrating first half. And once again, a momentary lapse in concentration, a momentary, well, I don't know, just complete and utter shit show at the back. And there's any other way you can describe it. Just a catalogue of errors where we fail to make anything happen for up in our attacking third, and then defensively we make errors and allow them to score. It's just one time and time again we make these stupid mistakes, especially away from home. Don't know what it is. I don't know if we've got a really young set of lads and away from away atmospheres to intimidate them. Who wouldn't be intimidated by the electric atmosphere at the Riverside? But I don't know. I think we'll blame Pochettino as though he's expected to tell Colwill or force Colwill not to allow Isaiah Jones to get past him. Moise Caicedo strikes one from range and that whistles past the post. That goes in. We go in all square and perhaps we're looking a little more confidently at the second half. But Sterling tried to come inside. Gallagher then touched it to Enzo. Enzo laid it across to Moise Caicedo, who just saw space open up ahead of him. I think if it was on target, it would have been saved by Glover anyway, but worth a go from that sort of range and weren't a bad effort in the end. Close. This is a joke. Welcome back, Chelsea fan. Good to see you. And yes, I couldn't agree more. Really frustrating to be in the position we're in. Adara says, I wish the semis were just one leg. Gary says, agreed, no need for 2 leg semis in this meaningless cup. Yeah, you can play them at Wembley, which would open up more seats. I know it's a bit more of a trek for the Middlesbrough fans, but it's a nice day out to Wembley. And you would get the, as I say, greater capacity and VR would be in operation. There'd be no, oh, well, they're not Premier League, so they don't have it. There'd be no that, so we'd be fine. But, yeah. God forbid common sense prevail. I'm guessing Wembley don't want to give it out, which is weird, because I don't know what else they've got going on right now. Madueke. Sterling. Now it's Enzo Fernandez who posts one from range. It falls to Palmer. How has he missed? How the Christ has he missed? He's our best forward, one of our most clinical players who has our most goals this season, most goal contributions this season, and he has missed from like 4 yards. An open goal. It is so frustrating. Enzo takes a nice effort from range. The goalkeeper makes a fucking meal of it, and Palmer from there has got to score. It's terrible goalkeeping from Tom Glover as he spills it to Palmer, who's running in. How on earth has he not finished that? What is he doing? I don't get it. This is what I don't understand. My nan puts that in. She just pokes it in. Why are we overcomplicating it? And it's not like it's someone who's massively out of form. If it's Nicholas Jackson, we'd sit here and go, oh, it's Nicholas Jackson once again. It's Cole Palmer, who's been brilliant in recent weeks. So why has he missed that? What is it about playing through the middle for Chelsea that makes players completely shy? I don't know how he's missed that. I don't understand how he's missed that. So frustrating. I've honestly lost words. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Anyway, Malo Gusto. Now to Sassy. Probably a Taylor Swift concert, says Gary. Yeah. And as Dara says, she's everywhere. Yeah, probably is a Taylor Swift concert. We can't play semis at Wembley. Swifty's there. Here is Sassy. Caicedo through to Palmer. He's in. Palmer takes it round Clark. Cole Palmer. My God, man. How is this? How have we not scored? It's another chance of Palmer that he's got to bury. For whatever reason, he's not feeling it tonight. Really nice football here. Sassy picked out Caicedo, who found Palmer, shimmied inside. The shot's so lacklustre. Tom Glover saves it into house and it pings off and back to Glover again. They're getting away with a lot here, Middlesbrough, and we're not punishing them. 2 big misses there from Cole Palmer, someone who's been a really reliable player for Chelsea this season, one of the only reliable players for Chelsea this season. And yet he squanders 2 massive opportunities. I'm lost for words. Absolutely lost for words. Disassi. Clark, Engel. Here comes Hackney. Malo Gusto again, 11-4 shots in favour of Chelsea. Yet we find ourselves 1-0 down in this first half. Because of those 11 shots, we put only 3 on target. Middlesbrough had 4 that put half of them on target. And in terms of percentages, we're looking at, just over 25%. For them, it's 50%. That's the difference. Now, ball in from Gusto, and no one meets it. Players from training with Nunez. Honestly, no idea. We come in at half time, 1-0 down. We could be 2-1 up. 2 big misses at the end of the half there for Cole Palmer. And at the end of that first 45, here in the Carabao Cup Semi-Final at the Riverside, it's Middlesbrough 1, Chelsea 0. I did not think I'd be saying that at half time this evening. A lot to go through in that first half. A lot to dissect. Enjoy us over the next 15 minutes while we will dissect it. So frustrating. So frustrating. I've honestly, I might just spend 15 minutes sitting here crying because once again, we have dominated that first half. Let's look at some statistics to back up what I'm saying here. 64% possession. 1.34 XG to 0.37. 0.37 XG to Middlesbrough, by the way, when they had a shot that was pretty much in the goal for Hackney. 1.34 for Chelsea, nothing happened. Nothing goes in. 11-4 shots, as we said. 3 big chances, all 3 missed. 1 big chance for Middlesbrough. They put it in the back of the net. And that is the key difference. They take their chance. They get their chance. They take it. Chelsea have had a multitude of chances. None of them go in. That's the frustrating thing. Other than that, it's been exquisite. We've notched up almost 300 accurate passes, 90% pass success rate, dominating them in that regard. We've committed less fouls. It's not been offside yet. Had more corners. We've been all over them. We have absolutely dominated them. But the only stat that matters in football, the most crucial stat, is the fact that Middlesbrough 1-0 up. And that's the really frustrating one because Chelsea have been completely all over them this first half. Poch will catch blame for this, but what can he do? Parr's missed 2 sitters now. 2 very easy chances. Madueke could have done more with his chance. And then Colwell at the other end. How on earth he allows Isaiah Jones to get past him? How on earth that ball comes into the box? Caicedo and Disassi both leaving Hackney completely unmarked, and Petro should do better with the save. But it's just frustrating. It is just so frustrating. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Chelsea been the better team. Once again, time and time again, we say this every week. Chelsea, for whatever reason, bottle it. I don't really have an explanation. Because how can you explain some of our most clinical player this season, our best player this season, Cole Palmer, missing 2 easy chances? How can you explain that? Quite simply, you can't. What does Poch do in the dressing room before kickoff? To scare them that they won't score. I don't get it. I really don't get it. 1.3 for XG and we can't put a chance where yet they finish 0.37 worth of chances. It's just so infuriating as a Chelsea fan. Because they're not bad players. That's evident. We played some really nice stuff in that half, and Middlesbrough didn't look getting close to us at all. They couldn't touch us. We were moving the ball around them with pizzazz, with panache. It's a really nice bit of football at times, especially after we've conceded. We played some really nice passages at the end of the half, but we come away from it a goal down and needing a strong performance in the second half to even get a draw from this game, even have a 1-goal advantage. We would have hoped to be 2 or 3 goals ahead of Middlesbrough, take it back to Stamford Bridge and see where we go from there. Instead, we're now staring down the barrel of another defeat, a draw, potentially, hopefully a win. And it's frustrating. Very frustrating. All right, let's get some thoughts from you guys in chat. Please flood the live chat with your thoughts from that first half. And yeah. Dara says, you're the best watch along on this game by far. I've checked. Thanks, fella. Absolutely no worries, Dara. And I appreciate that very, very high praise. And yeah, that's means a lot. It was a tough 2023, especially the end of the year. Yeah, we saw the views plummet quite a lot, and it wasn't really what we wanted. We've been struggling with what to do on YouTube recently. As I say, views haven't really been there. Subscriber growth hasn't really been there. Don't really know what to do in that regard to save it. But tonight has felt good. There's been a lot of people in chat and I appreciate it massively. We've needed this sort of interaction. So appreciate everyone who's tuned in. Gary says, and in the Gibraltar Premier Division, Mons Calpe 0, Lynx 0. What a cracker. I'm sure that's been a real tight affair. Dara says that was like Arsenal versus Liverpool FA Cup game. But the key difference is that Chelsea are 1-0 down. Arsenal missed a flurry of chances, so many chances in that first half, and Liverpool went on to punish them. But it wasn't in that first half. Chelsea have already conceded now. That's the frustrating point. And we're not playing Liverpool, we're playing Middlesbrough. How are we not ahead in this game? It's irritating. Gary says, you know my thoughts on Chelsea already. Would have no complaints of Middlesbrough and Chelsea swap leagues. Brilliant. Thank you, Gary. But, yeah. At what point do I have to just stop saying the same things? Because every single time we watch Chelsea, it's the same exact things. I could just take the clips from the game we watched. I don't know. Think of the game this season. Chelsea-Newcastle. Actually, we're quite good in that game. What game have we watched recently with Chelsea? Chelsea-Man United. Just clip that up. Change some of the names. Because instead of calling Jackson shit, I'll call Palmer it. Shit show. We're seeing the goal here. Jesus Christ, Chelsea. I mean, they're picking up on Caicedo not marking Hackney. I'm picking up more on the fact that Moise Caicedo gets skinned by Isaiah Jones, recovers it as Isaiah Jones struggles to bring down the ball, still allows the ball to come into the box, still allows the ball through his legs, and Hackney reacts quickest while Caicedo's not even marking him. And Petro a little too slow to get down to it. It is close range though, so that's understandable. That's so frustrating. Guy says maybe the parachute payment would help your FFP. I don't think it would. I think we'd probably fail EFL FFP instantly with our wage bill, but yeah. I don't know, Gary. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway. It's a frustrating first half. That's the thing, other than the obvious points I've already made, there's not too much to talk about. We're going to see some of the Palmer chances now. Just so we can suffer another aneurysm. So this is one that Palmer picked up and slotted just past the post. Again, could he have done better with that one? Definitely. No, he's got time. You can count the seconds there before anyone gets close to him. There's at least 5. We're seeing another one here. Oh, this is the one that really pissed me off. Jesus Christ. Honestly, you know when content creators and other idiots that have podcasts say, oh, I could get 3-5 goals in the Premier League. When I see chances like that, I genuinely believe I could score that. That's the frustrating thing. And then Palmer here. I'm not saying I can score this one, but Cole Palmer, professional footballer. Put a bit more behind it. Get it a bit further away from the goalkeeper. Make him at least make a decent save. But yeah. I don't know. Dara says, have you promoted your channel over here? Loads of Chelsea fans in the US and I, despite being a Liverpool fan, would help you. That would be very much appreciated, Dara. We'd love to break into the US market. It's something we've tried to do before with videos on various American footballers and stuff like that, but not like football. I mean, like Pulisic. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how you break into new markets, how you do any of that sort of stuff. But yeah. Maybe we just make loads of videos on American players, but yeah. Guys, says, can't be too hard on Palmer. He's been carrying the team the rest of the season, done his fair share for the team. The rest of the team need to do their part. Yeah, I know, and I don't want to be, because as you rightfully say, he's been good this season, Gary, but it just gets really frustrating when he has been a really solid performer. He's been someone we can rely on, and yet he's missing those chances. Because he's not a player low on confidence. He seems to be a player full of confidence. I mean, look at his celebrations and the swagger in which he scored that goal against Luton. Just cool, calm, composed, slotted into the back of the net. But tonight, he's been rushing his chances, he's been panicking, and he's been missing some really easy ones. So, I don't know. The thing is, the third chance he had, the one where he takes it past Clark and then easy save for the keeper, I wouldn't be frustrated by that, I don't think, if he hadn't already missed the other 2. That's the frustrating part. The frustration grows around particular players because they've missed more chances before. So you feel that urge to get on someone's back because, there are 3 chances he's missed. But, yeah. We've been good, Chelsea. Just haven't scored. Seems to be the story of our season, really. Good, but just can't find a goal. Dara says, I'm the former head's MOD of Anfield Agenda and have experience in promotion. Wow. Well, hit us up then, Dara. if you want to try and help us out, any of our socials or the email address it should be in our About section. I'm not exactly sure where that is. Oh, it's in the description thing. If you find that on the channel, there is... I don't know where to find it, but there is an email address somewhere. You'll have to search for our thing. If not, as I say, go to any of our socials. But yeah. Really, really frustrating first half. But not long now until the second 45. Do I expect any changes? Probably not. I don't know what we would change. Is Armando Broya on the bench? Is that something we could do tonight? Look at bringing an actual striker in. I don't know, maybe that'd be a good idea. He is on the bench. That's an option. We also got Mihailo Mudryk. We could see Golding, Gilchrist, Williams involved again. D'Souza as well. Quite a young bench tonight. Clearly, we were confident. We were very confident coming into this one because it's a youthful bench. It's an inexperienced bench. It's a bench not packed with first-team players that could come on and make a difference. So yeah. I'll send you an email. Okay. Cheers, Dara. Oh yeah. An interesting first 45. And hopefully Chelsea can pick it up. In terms of Middlesbrough, well, I've not touched on them much, but they've done what they needed to. Don't get me wrong, they've made some really poor errors at times. But they've got away with it. So they're going to keep going as they are. But overall, a pretty good performance. They took their goal well. And as our Jones did well to get around Levi Carwell. Hackney made a great run. And he still had to finish a chance, which can be difficult. It's a high-pressure situation. Did well to finish it. But, yeah. Anyway. Gary says, here Sam Kerr is out with an ACL. Another one bites the dust. Well, good job you say that, Gary, because video coming out tomorrow over on the Women's Football Chat. So, yeah, go and check that out. If you haven't subscribed to our women's channel and you are a fan of the women's game, then go check that out. It's the same as the football chat, but the women's football chat. We've not live streamed in over a month on that channel, but because of the winter break for the WSL, but we are back this Sunday. And on topic of streams coming up, we are live tomorrow night for Liverpool versus Fulham. That should be a good one. And then we are live on Saturday for Newcastle City. And then on Sunday, as I say, live on the Women's Football Chat for the Women's FA Cup game between Manchester United and Newcastle. Live on Sunday evening for... Let me wrap my brain. Manchester United Tottenham, I believe, is the game. But yeah, should be interesting. Dara says, I had a disagreement with Craig Holden, Yellowstone. Well, at this rate, we're going to have to get Dara on the pod to talk about why he now despises Anfield Agenda. Maybe that's what blows us up. No, don't want to start beef with bigger channels. But yeah. Anyway, shouldn't be long now until the second half gets underway. In terms of my prediction, I can't really stick with 2-0, can I, to Chelsea? I'll stay 2-1 now. I still think Chelsea will come back into this game. It's annoying we're a goal down. It makes the job a lot more difficult, but yeah. But yeah, anyway, that seems to be the end of the advertisement, so we should be back to the action. And once again, we get to watch Levi Colwill struggle to defend against a championship wing-back. And then a championship midfielder get away from £124 million Moise Caicedo and finish into an empty, well, not into an empty net, but into the back of the net. Disappointing. Very disappointing first half. Hopefully the second half is a lot better from a Chelsea perspective. A lot better. But yeah, it is Man United Tottenham on Sunday. I hope that's a good game. I really don't. I mean, both sides are quite erratic. I think Tottenham will probably batter them by a few, but yeah. No way are we cutting to another ad break. Sky, you're taking the mickey. But yeah. Anyway. Anything else in chat before we get underway for the second half? We've got about a minute or so. Or a couple of minutes. I just hope it's a better second half for Chelsea. I hope we actually finish our chances. But the thing is, if we played in the first half, the second half should be a win, in theory. Obviously, it might not be, but yeah. And if we play like we did, we put away our chances, we will win the second half. Whether that comes to fruition or not remains to be seen. So yeah, let's pray. Anyway. Sorry, I just missed a message there. Dara says, I'm in Arizona, anyone else from the US? Not sure, we haven't had too many US viewers. We're about to get underway for the second half. They've cut back to it quite quickly here. And Cole Palmer about to get us underway here. Hopefully, he can have a better second half than he did the first. But yeah. Palmer knocks back, and we are underway in this second 45 minutes for Chelsea to get back in front. 45 minutes to, try and take a lead going back into the bridge in the second leg. Silva. There's no changes for either side. Poch sticking with the first 11 he put out there. We did play well in the first half. Didn't take our chances though. That's got to change in the second half. And fast. Gareth says, got to pay Izzy Christensen's salary somehow. We do indeed. Colwell. Silva. Now Levi Colwell. And it's now Thiago Silva. Colwell again. Silva again. Finds Cole Palmer. Palmer tries to take it away from Coburn. Here is Moise Caicedo. Enzo Fernandez. Here's Clark. Middlesbrough look to bring it the other way. Just give away possession again too cheaply there in midfield. So congested in there. I don't know why we don't just use the flanks tonight. And Isaiah Jones miffed there as to how he's not got a throw, but it will be a Chelsea throw. Levi Colwell. He goes back to Silva. Colwell. Trying to find Moise Caicedo. Cut out well. And Enzo Fernandez now harrying Coburn. Here is Gallagher. Disasi goes wide into Malo Gusto. Gusto has Madueke down the line. Uses Noni Madueke. Now it's with Gusto. Or Gusto again. Disasi brings it forward slightly. Then gives it back to Silva. Disasi again. Slides it through, looking for Gallagher. Gallagher tries taking it stride, but he can't quite get that ball under control. Now Moise Caicedo winning it back from Hackney. Here is Noni Madueke. Malo Gusto, ball whipped in, headed away by Fry. Now Silva. Disasi. Gusto. Keen to go back to Disasi and does. Now Silva. Gallagher running backwards, says Gary. Yeah, he's trying to get that ball. The ball that's played through to him. He had to go backwards, try and get it. Here is Gallagher. Nice turn, but he loses possession quite cheaply in the end. Now here come Middlesbrough crooks. Isaiah Jones makes the width. Now he finds Jones. Can he get a ball back into the box? Ball whipped in, falls to Coburn. Disasi heads away. Colwell heads back towards Sterling. Sterling has stopped inexplicably on the edge of his own penalty area there. Thankfully, it's a Middlesbrough player that it comes off and goes out of play for a Chelsea throw. I know it's a Middlesbrough throw. We start the second half really sloppily. Don't like that word at all. Here is Isaiah Jones. In a really sloppy manner. Would work better. Gallagher trying to challenge Van der Berg there, but it doesn't. It's what he's done there is stop Van der Berg in the header by just nudging him in the back, which then means it goes out for a Middlesbrough throw. Oh, and just trying to press high. They're trying to win the ball back, but Noni Madueke ends up catching the Clark in the challenge. Dara says, I don't think Caicedo has been productive at Chelsea. Well, what Caicedo does is good defensive work that goes under the radar, but he hasn't done that so far at Chelsea, because Chelsea are a mess. And he keeps getting caught in possession. He's not very good in possession anyway, we knew that. Baffling is why you sign a defensive midfielder who's not very good in possession for 100 million. Don't get me wrong, you can be a defensive midfielder and not be great with the ball at his feet, but not for 100 million you can't. For that, you want Rodri. But yeah, I don't. The problem is it's very hard to quantify his output because he's a defensive midfielder. The stats aren't quite as simple as goals and assists and stuff like that. But the problem with Caicedo is he had too many moments you can think back to where high-profile errors, even to his debut where he gave away the penalty against West Ham, even today's game where he should have been marking Hackney. There's too many like that, where he's not just costly in possession, but also not doing his duties out of possession, which is what he's been signed to do. That out of possession work is where he's strongest, Moise Caicedo. Here's Raheem Sterling. Tried to get away from Jones there. Enzo ends up catching Hackney. One back by Colwill. And it's in midfield now. Caicedo winning the header. Engel then sends it towards Hackney. Gusto gets a touch on it. And it falls to Disasi. Same can be said for most of their signings, Parr being the exception. Ooh. What, from last summer? I think it was signed from last summer. I'm trying to remember all of them. I don't think Disasi's been a failure, I wouldn't say. He's only been here half a year, hasn't he? Or did he join in January? Genuinely, the last 3 transfer windows have been a complete blur. They've all moulded into one, really. Obviously, we signed Nicholas Jackson. And I think the jury's still out on Jackson. A lot of people have written him off and called him shit and mock him for the Hatred wet situation, which was a bit of a mess. But quite frankly, what footballers do in their personal lives is up to them. As long as it doesn't impact their form on the pitch, we don't really care. But it was annoying that was so public when he was having such a poor run. He has done all right this season, Jackson. He's got 8 goals in the Premier League, which, from a seasoned veteran striker, you'd be like, oh, that's woeful. But he's just come across from Serie A, from La Liga, where famously forwards don't do well. So I think there's still hope for Jackson. It was only £30 million. For a striker that's produced 8 goals, that's not bad. Not bad at all. The problem is he's in a climate now where Haaland is completely ridiculous. Solanke's in a purple patch, but Solanke's only 4 ahead of him. Which, given I know he's underperformed his XG this season, Jackson, so there's still problems there. And I know people will say, oh, he's only on 8 goals, so he's got a hat-trick against Tottenham, but he still scored that hat-trick against Tottenham. Would be my my retort to that. But I think this jury's still out there. In terms of other summer signings, there was Petrovic. I think he's been incredible. Here's Enzo Fernandez, ball into the box. Madueke header on target. Really, really good save that from Tom Glover. Got both hands to the ball, held on tight. Difficult save to make. Madueke did well there. Good ball in from Enzo Fernandez. Good header from Madueke. Almost out of reach of Tom Glover there, but he does enough there to not only save it, but also claim it and stop it bouncing down at 2 oncoming Chelsea attackers. Dara says, where's your partner? Is it just you now? No, it's not Dara. My co-host, Harry, is at football tonight. He never misses. Oh, no, sorry. He's never here for Tuesday night games. So, yeah, falls down to Sterling, and that is smashed away there by Howsam. Never here for Tuesdays, unless, of course, he's changing the base on a weekday, says Gary. Don't bring up those sort of rumours. No, he always goes to Tuesdays for football training, unless obviously it's out of the season or they're not training that week. But yeah, and if I'm not here, then I would be there coaching. But yeah, this takes precedent. But it only really becomes an issue when we get to sort of the Champions League games, and we've got it every Tuesday. That's when the schedule becomes a bit difficult to manage. So I'm not sure whether we'll do every Tuesday Champions League game, especially in the round of 16 stage, but we'll be here for as many as possible. But yeah. And I know, well, also, exciting stuff potentially. There may also be some streams without me on them, which would be the first piece of content ever on this channel without me in it. Which would be weird. It'd be nice to hand over a bit of responsibility to others. And yeah, we're always looking for people to join the team. Just share the workload a bit. But yeah, Madueke, and that's not quite come off there. Did well to burst through a few players, but then couldn't come up with the ball into the box. So in there as well, though, to force Isaiah Jones off pitch. But yeah, Harry has said he might do a few solo streams, and well, as I'm going to be going and checking out universities soon, that may have to be a solution. But yeah, just sassy. Looking to hit one from range, and well, he channeled his in Antonio Rudiger, and is about on target as Antonio Rudiger as well. Well, the one against Brentford, of course. But yeah, an ambitious effort from range really sums up Chelsea at the moment. We're just praying that goes on target. And he cuts the bench where Boro looks bemused. Would he have scored one? I'm not sure. Gary says, not sure Harry is one I trust with responsibility. Fair enough, Gary. Fair enough. But yeah. 36 minutes to play. Still more than enough time for Chelsea to find a goal in this game. That's the key thing. He might burn the shed down. He might. That is a fear. But I'll make sure to have the fire brigade on speed dial. Gallagher. Enzo Fernandez knocks it out wide. Here's Raheem Sterling. Options in the box. Tries to square it. It's cut out though. Again, immensely frustrating. Immensely frustrating for Chelsea. Crooks plays it in behind. Chips it in behind. Looking for Isaiah Jones. Cut out well by the experienced head of Thiago Silva. Here is Conor Gallagher. Chelsea bring the forward in possession. And Crooks fouls Gallagher there, but advantage is played as Chelsea still have possession. Gusto carries it forward, now gives it to Noni Madueke, looking to take players on. That is a ball into the box that, well, was meant for a forward, but nobody was in there. And again, poor from everyone involved there, because from the other forwards, someone's got to make a run. And for Noni Madueke, look up and see there's no one in the box, and don't then put it in that area. But everyone was waiting on the edge. They all made the same run. Again, it comes down to this same thing we've spoken about a few different times now, of how there's the miscommunication and misunderstanding of others' movements. Everyone made the same run there. And again, it's because there's no synchronization to the attack. There's no understanding amongst those attackers. But yeah. What do you want to study, says Dara. I'm looking to go into football management. So hopefully use something I've learned from watching all the football I watch on here. But yeah, it's something I'm very interested in, football coaching, even if I don't make it professional. But yeah. Here is Noni Madueke. Cut out there, and it's a silly foul from Gusto. Daz, welcome to the stream. Will there be VAR tomorrow? There will not. Carabao, the EFL obviously run the Carabao Cup, have decided that to make it fair across all 4 semi-finals, there won't be any VAR used across the competition. Because if not, there'd be no VAR in operation tonight, but there would be for the other 3 semi-final legs. Coburn is offside there. Chelsea live to fight another day. Good ball in behind. Hashtag getting hammered 4-0. Yeah, it's disappointing, Gary. But yeah. Here's Malo Gusto. Palmer. Here's Thiago Silva. Now Levi Colwill. Sterling. Silva. And now here is Disasi. Gusto. Palmer. Gusto. And again, now it's with Silva. Colwill. Goes out wide into Raheem Sterling now. Nice movement from Sterling. Puts the ball into the box. Madueke tries to meet the header. Good header away from Engel. Still alive here for Chelsea though. Gusto being hounded by Hackney. He takes it away from Hackney. Bowed back with Disasi. Chelsea have possession, but they have retreated quite significantly now. Colwill. Gallagher shifts out wide quickly into the path of Raheem Sterling. Sterling takes it in well. And, well, a strong challenge there from Hackney winning the ball back. Van der Berg. Hackney, Gallagher, fighting him for possession. He does get it back. Here's Enzo Fernandez. They've got it hard. The pitch here, Chelsea. Enzo takes it past one. Tries to take it back past the same one. Caicedo. Poor touch to Gusto. And again, that's another tap, but breaks down just from a sloppy pass. And now Gusto moves it out wide. Noni Madueke. Gusto again. Disasi. Colwill. Here is Conor Gallagher. Looks to whip the ball in. Palmer tries to meet it, but it's claimed well by Tom Glover. Now he's going to look to go along with this. Better wait for Palmer to get back the right side of him first. No, rolls it short to Del Fry. Glover. Here is Silva winning it back. Caicedo. Now Silva. Disassi. And now we are at this, well, almost at the 60th minute mark. Signal half an hour to play. Well, time is running out for Chelsea. And well, they really need to make some changes, you would assume soon. Josh Coburn. One back by Caicedo. And now here is Van den Berg. Howsam. Lovely movement that from Johnny Howson. Not something you often say Engels. Well, Engels, sorry. Caicedo. Enzo Fernandez on the right side of the pitch. Moves it out wide. Is Noni Madueke. Lovely footwork from Madueke. Goes to Gusto. Gusto across to Silva. And Diogo Silva looking with options ahead of him. Caicedo picks out Enzo Fernandez high up the pitch. Here's Madueke. Options flooding into the box. Gusto plays it in there. Falls to corner. Gallagher. Oh, it's a great touch. He brings it under control well with his back to a defender. Has to hold him off. Tries then to just fashion a shot away at goal. Fry does well to put him off. And it just bounces wide. Good from Gallagher there though. Just wide of the mark. Difficult opportunity. Did a lot with a tough ball there. And now a double change ready for Chelsea. That's Mudryk and Breuer. The changes I would have made, to be honest. I think they're both good calls here from Mauricio Pochettino. And I'd expect to see Madueke and Sterling, I'd say, to come off. Palmer would go out wide. Glover now. And Coburn wins that aerial challenge against Moise Caicedo. Here's Silva, now Gusto. Gusto finds Madueke, now back with Malo Gusto. Disassi. Silva. Colwell. Silva. Plays it to Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling now looking for options. Tries to play it towards Cole Palmer. Headed away by Clark. Dealt with by Middlesbrough. Caicedo. Now Sterling. He's in a good area here, Raheem Sterling. Palmer cut out. Caicedo gets it out wide. It's Noni Madueke coming towards the box. It's not great from Madueke. It's just a mess. It's just a complete mess. Gusto now. Madueke. Tripping over each other in possession. Gallagher tries to play it to Madueke and it's cut out by Engel. And I think Clay will be paused now, so Chelsea can make a double change. It's going to be Armando Breuer, the Albanian forward, and Michailo Mudryk, the Ukrainian winger. And making way is Noni Madueke. And who? Harsh Madueke. Well, he's not really done anything this evening, to be fair. And that's Enzo Fernandez. Just trying to think about how this is going to work then. So I'd imagine Gallagher will drop into the pivot. Potentially Enzo still recovering. Obviously, he did have an injury before today's game. So I think this is his first one back from injury, isn't it? Or first start back from injury. So Gallagher will take up a deeper role. Powell will play attack midfield. Armando Breuer will leave the line and Mudryk out to the left. So presumably, yeah, Sterling switches over to the right hand side. Predictions for the Liverpool game, asked Dara. We'll do them tomorrow night before stream. Dara, we are live again tomorrow. Liverpool Fulham. I do think Liverpool will probably win. I don't think that's a far-fetched statement at all. But, yeah. Sterling almost gets caught there by Clark. Here's Malo Gusto. Tries to put the ball in the middle. It's headed away by Dale Fry. And now here come Middlesbrough. Caicedo. Gusto. And Hackney, for no reason there, just kicks Caicedo. And it's been given an advantage as Chelsea still have possession. Ian Brett, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, my friend. Hi, I've seen the score, but who's been better? Chelsea. Chelsea have been the better team. Chelsea created a lot of chances here. They've just not finished them. Middlesbrough had one good chance. They put it away. That's the simple fact of it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who's played the better football. It matters what the scoreline is. And Middlesbrough 1-0 up. Chelsea haven't threatened enough in this second half. They've just brought on reinforcements in the form of Breuer and Mudryk, and hopefully they can change the game because Chelsea just haven't put away their chances. That's the simple fact. It's been really frustrating to watch. Okay, so you really need to ask Chelsea shit every game. Brilliant. Thanks, Gary. Sorry, I suffer from abuse Chelsea-itis. That's common, isn't it, Gary? Common disease. Axel Disasi. Now Raheem Sterling. Thought he might look for the wide option there. Malo Gusto now does go to Malo Gusto. Sterling. Gusto again. Here is Disasi. Silva. Gallagher. Colwill. Silva. And it's now Moise Caicedo. And he tries to play it through, but now it comes straight back to him, so he gives it to Gusto out wide. Gusto looking to deliver it. Well, Arsenal's like too slow in these attacking areas. At least now that Middlesbrough have literally everyone in the box. Ball in, and it's over everyone. And that's going to go out for a Middlesbrough throw on the near side. Ian Britt says, I know it's completely unrelated to the game, I just want to say I'm engaged. Oh, wow. Happened yesterday. That is fantastic news. Well done, Ian Britt. I don't have to say congratulations, isn't it? You say when someone gets engaged. I hope you and your partner have a very nice wedding and a happy life together. But yeah, I don't think we've had anyone else in chat get engaged. But yeah, well done, mate. Lazard Jones bursting into the box. He tries to put the ball in the back of the net. That would have been really bad if I said all that, and then we just cut to me screaming shit as we concede. But yeah. Here is Malo Gusto. Congratulations, says Gary. Yeah, a lovely wholesome moment now in chat. Congratulations, mate, on your engagement. But yeah. Fast approaching 25 minutes left to play. It's just depressing, isn't it? It's just so depressing. Hope you're not a Chelsea fan, Ian Brett, in which case your engagement joy is soon going to be replaced by this absolute disappointment. So I hope you're not a Chelsea fan. I hope you're a Middlesbrough fan. You'll be over the moon right now. But yeah. Anyway, calling out to Middlesbrough. And it is going to be whipped in now. Hopefully Chelsea can actually deal with it this time. First corner of the game, and it's dealt with well. Breuer sends it long, and Chelsea will just relax. The fact, though, that Chelsea have 11 players in the box for a corner. No one forward in case you win it and break. Incredible. Incredible. But yeah. I'm a Man United fan, so it's a mixed bag. Well, thank God you won last night. If not, that would have been a weird one. But yeah. And at least United don't play again till Sunday, so you've got a good time to enjoy the engagement, celebrate that before you lose to Tottenham. Gusto there just gets attacked by Hackney, but keeps going. I don't know how the ref hasn't pulled that back there. He played advantage. Gusto then fouled again, but nothing given. And here come Middlesbrough. Hackney lays it off. Here's Barlaser, and it's over the bar. He's really Barlays that over the bar. Sorry, that was poor. I see myself out. Bye, everyone. Terrible pun. But yeah. Luckily for Chelsea, that was not a great effort. Ian says, thank you for the nice comments. Gary, you're welcome. Now back to abusing Chelsea. Good. Yeah, don't want to pause on that for too long. Gusso's on the deck here. He got absolutely clattered into twice. Ref awarded nothing. And with Reece James out for a long-term injury, this is concerning. And hopefully he's absolutely all right, of course. If not Chelsea in trouble, it would hand an opportunity potentially from the bench for Alfie Gilchrist again, who looked very good in the FA Cup game at the weekend. Yeah. 22 minutes. I'm almost at the point now where I'm just like, let's just not concede again. Let's just pack up shops and try and win when we get back to the bridge. Because I don't know. We don't look like we're going to score it, more like we're going to concede. We've had all the ball, all the possession, been all over them, and yet we just don't score. I look back at that Hackney goal now, and it's just depressing to watch because it should be dealt with. It's so easy to deal with, and we just don't. We just don't deal with it. Infuriating, absolutely infuriating. Anyway. 20 minutes to go. Gusto on the sidelines now. And I think he will continue. But yeah. Is he vaping? Did anyone else see that? I didn't see anyone vaping. Who did you see vaping, Gary? I imagine it's a cold night, so the air, I don't really know how to describe it, but you know when you like breathe and well, you call it smoke as a kid, but it's not, is it? It's like steam? I don't know. I don't really know a lot about stuff, but that. Probably more like that than vaping. I don't know. Losing the Boro. Chelsea fans are going to have to hide in the Boro after this one. That was terrible. Yeah. Even Gary said, yeah, that was terrible. Yeah. The puns tonight. God. I can't comment though, because mine was woeful. Gary, do a good pun for us. Go on. Gary's usually got a decent pun up his sleeve. Here is Michailo Mudryk. X+1, he's shoved down there by Vandenberg, but not in the eyes of the referee. Caicedo, Mudryk. Can he take on the fullback? Why is he trying to take him on every time? Just run past him. You're Michailo Mudryk. You're much quicker than a man called Vandenberg. And why has Silva fallen over? And why are Middlesbrough in? Coburn against Silva. Coburn wins the physical battle, but Silva sees him wide. And then makes an absolute pig's arse of that clearance. Or trying to keep it on the pitch, but yeah. The Boro player on the sideline had something in his mouth and inhaling. Oh, maybe it was. Probably more likely to be a inhaler than a vape. Or, as Yellowstone says, froststoik. Froststoik in Norwegian. Love it. I'm going to start describing it as that now. Yeah, I'd like to subscribe, says Dara. Appreciate that massively, mate. That's what we need. More likes, more subscribers. But yeah, appreciate all the support on tonight's stream. It's been a brilliant one. And yeah, hopefully we can continue 2024 in this manner. Only going positive arrows. Only going up. So as I say, 2023 didn't end on the note we would have wanted it to. 2024 hopefully can have a good start. But yeah. Yeah, leave the funnies to Gary, definitely, yeah. No one else is allowed to make jokes now. Just Gary. Sterling. Mudryk. And it's saved by Glover. It's spelt again. Can we please get runners on this bloke? He just keeps dropping the ball every time and no one reacts. Oh, yeah. If anyone has got any more puns to share, please feel free to do so and we will judge them accordingly. Not bad ad from Mudryk. Again, Glover literally can't catch anything. For a bloke with Glover as his name, he can't catch anything, can he? Appalling. Anyway, Gusto. My joke, I mean, not him. Well, he's catching a Philly. These are also appalling. Silva. Moise Caicedo. Now Conor Gallagher. Chelsea coming forwards. Numbers committed to this attack. Where are they? I don't know. Gallagher. Mudryk tries to come inside. How on earth have both of you lost the ball? I don't know. Again. That's now 5-0 down. Well, it could be worse. Chelsea, we could be 5-0 down to Potter's Bar Town. Brilliant name for a football team. They're sassy. Oh, and Sterling's lost possession so cheaply. Coburn. Caicedo wins it back. Come on, Chelsea. Here's Michailo Mudryk. Oh, he just doesn't shift it quick enough again, and Isaiah Jones is breaking down this left-hand side, and Cole just goes and kicks him. He's just earned himself a yellow card for no reason there, you'd imagine. What was the point? It's just a throw. Thank God. Anyway, here come Middlesbrough. Sassi wins the header. Palmer Brings her back under control. Really nice control from Palmer. Gallagher now. Now Michailo Mudryk. He's got Sterling. He's got Breuer alongside him. Can he use anyone? Breuer. Trying to get back to Mudryk. Doesn't come off. And now it's Jones. Breuer then gets the ball back. Caicedo. Palmer. Shifts it out wide. It's Gusto, sorry. Encouraging play. Gusto. Puts it in there. Blocked away. Palmer. Here's Disasi. 15 on the clock to go. Silva. Caicedo. Colwill. Nice fast exchange of passes there. Here is Mudryk, has Sterling in support. Goes to Raheem Sterling. Could hit one. Sterling does hit one. It curls wide. Another miss for Chelsea. Another chance gone. And as the clock continues to go down, the sand timer continues to empty. It's nothing coming off for Chelsea. I've run out of frustrated noises to make. It's just the same thing as we saw in the first half. Middlesbrough haven't been the better team here, but they've scored the goal, and that's the important thing, isn't it? At the end of the day, Chelsea haven't scored. There's many chances that we've had, and yeah, that's the simple fact as to why we're losing. 1.96 xG to 0.94, 16 to 6 shots, 4 big chances to 1. We missed all of those big chances. We've had 547 accurate passes. This game doesn't matter though when you can't turn those passes and that possession and that good play into goals. It doesn't matter. Breuer. Palmer. Lifts it forward, headed away by Dale Fry. Now Palmer. Coburn. Silva cuts it out. Here is Sterling, Mudryk, Gallagher. Mudryk again. Looking to come forward to Michailo Mudryk. And he wriggled for a few players there. And now Colwill. Gives it across to Disasi. Breuer. Palmer placed it in the path of Gusto and it's somehow come off him and gone out for a goal kick. Frustrating again. And now that kills another minute as we wait for Middlesbrough to get the ball. Middlesbrough to take the goal kick. Middlesbrough to lump it long and Chelsea regain possession. And it's just another minute that that the timer ticks down. And well, Glover's going to take every minute he can to clean his boots and whatever else he wants to do before he takes this goal kick. And he inevitably goes long with it, looking for Coburn, who does win the flick on, but it is 2-0. Silva. Disasi. Plays it to Gusto. Gusto. Back to Disasi. Disasi will go to Silva. It's almost rhythmic. The patterns we keep seeing. Disasi will go out wide here to Gusto. No, plays it inside. He's come up with something else. Breuer tries to spin. Doesn't quite come off. Caicedo wins it in the middle. Manages just to poke it to Gallagher. Gallagher will look to bring it forwards. Now plays it outside the boot pass into Gusto out on this right hand side. Gallagher. Gusto. Palmer. And that don't really know what he tried to do there. A little flick, but it didn't quite come off. Caicedo, it's a bit of a late one there. And it will be a Middlesbrough throw. Gets rid of one there. Still time. There is still time. That's 12 minutes. But at this point, we're realistically looking at 1 goal at best and a draw, potentially 2. And we come away with 3 points. But, well, not 3 points, but you know what I mean. The advantage going into the second leg. I take a draw at this rate. It just lessens the difficulty of that second leg. But either way, it's been a real failure from Chelsea this evening not to put this game out of sight, really. We should have been taking a 2-0, 3-0 win to the bridge. And in 2 weeks' time, fielding a rotated side just to see out a win or a draw or even a 1-0 loss. Instead, tonight, we're losing 1-0. Potentially, we'll go on to lose 1-0. Maybe we get something from this. But whatever the case, it's going to be difficult at the bridge. Colwill. Even if we do get 2 goals, we're only a goal ahead. There's no cushion there. It's made life so much more difficult for us in 2 weeks' time. I mean, if we score 3 in the last 10 minutes, then I'll shut up, won't I? But Carl will. Tries to find Mudryk with a pass. It's just not going to happen there. Forcing a bit too much now, Chelsea. We've lost that patience in possession. No, it was slow and methodical in the first half, but it was just waiting for those gaps to appear. Now it's trying to force those gaps to open, which it doesn't work. The gap's not there. It's not going to find its way through. Palmer. Now finds Gallagher, who can't bring it under control. And Azar Jones will go back to Glover. He'll smash it long and kill another 20 seconds. Caicedo. Lifts it towards Palmer, who lifts it again towards Gusto, brings it under his control. Can he take it past Engel? No, but he can bring it inside. Now towards Sterling, slightly overhit. Nice idea though from Malo Gusto, encouraging stuff. Chelsea fans, there's good stream, Jack. See you next time, my friend. Thank you for tuning in, Chelsea fan. Good to see you as always. So, 10 minutes on the clock. Not long left at all. And yeah, it's just not looking positive now, as I say. Hopefully we can sort it out. 10 minutes. All we need a goal at least, and then we've got something decent. And going into the second leg, the loss is just really stupid. That's poorly given away by Hackney. Now Mudryk, Gallagher, Breuer. Armando Breuer takes it round the goalkeeper. Someone's got to react. He doesn't take it around the goalkeeper, sorry. He takes it around the defender. Plays across the box. And just again, Sterling's got to jump in at the far post. Doesn't quite get there. There's no one else in the box. Nobody reacts in time. Really good stuff from Breuer, though. Managed to take it past Vandenberg. Puts it into a good area. And time and time. It's just the same frustration with Sterling every time. No commitment there. Fucking throw yourself at that. Absolutely throw yourself at that. That could be the goal that changed the game, and you're just stood there watching it sail across the front of you. So if you throw yourself at it and you miss it, we go, fair enough. That's an impossible ball to get through. Instead, you look at it and go, you can do more. You can be more committed. But again, it comes down to that synchronisation, that movement. He should see or understand what Breuer's going to do there, Sterling, and preempt that movement. So it's not having to be a late run that he can't quite reach the ball. He's on top of that ball. He puts it in the back of the net and we run off celebrating. Instead, we're now still in search of a goal in this game. Disassi moves out wide. Gusto. In all fairness to Middlesbrough, that's been a really disciplined and controlled defensive performance. They've sat in a really deep and narrow 4-5-1 for most of this game. Or, well, they're not 4-5-1, sorry, 5-4-1 or 5-3-2. Ball over the top looking for Breuer, dealt with well by Fry, and it's silly from House and a corner for Chelsea. Would it be fair to say your front line is a joke, says Dara? I don't think it's a joke. I think there's some good players in there, some good talent. It's just inconsistent. You look at Cole Palmer, one of our best performers this season, one of the best performers in the Premier League, you could argue. And given the way he's carried us at times, and yet he's missed 2 big chances tonight. He's not been at the races this season, arguably 3 chances. But yeah, falls in the area to the Sassy, who just can't get anything on it to turn it goalwards. Once again. Here's Mudryk as we look to get things going quickly. Mudryk, it's too close to the goalkeeper. Back sailing right towards him, and everyone was coming back from an offside position, so nobody could interact with it. But yeah, another corner that bounces down to Sassy's got to get something on it and kill. I was a joke at the start of the season, but nobody's laughing anymore. They're just depressed. It's painful for neutrals trying to watch it. It's just sad now, isn't it? Oh, he just couldn't get anything on it. Fry there. His knee was just in front of it. And Chelsea once again get unfortunate with it, but Petro goes short into Disassi. Caicedo. Disassi. Moves that out wide. Malo Gusto. Disassi. Now Thiago Silva. Axel Disasi tries to find Breuer but can't. Caicedo intercepts it hard at the pitch. It pings off and falls to Michailo Mudryk. Tries to play it past Vandenberg. Doesn't quite come off. He stops it from being cleared by Middlesbrough. It falls to Sterling though. He doesn't react in time. But now it's won back by Chelsea. Gallagher. Hauser manages to put a challenge in which forces him backwards. But Chelsea still have possession. Silva. Disasi. Caicedo. Palmer. Lovely quick play. Now Malo Gusto puts the ball into the box. Breuer can't quite get there. Colwill touched it back to Breuer. Falls to Conor Gallagher. Blocked by Fry. And then smashed away by Middlesbrough. It's going to fall to Petro, who will keep Chelsea in Middlesbrough's half here. Disasi. He lets Palmer come and take it. Lifts it forward once more. Headed away by Fry. And that's just put us under more pressure. Coburn. He's minced Disasi there. And then he's fallen over. It's unfathomable. And Disasi there, not switched on. And he's almost lost possession again there to Crooks. We've put ourselves under so much pressure here. Gusto. Caicedo. Palmer. Gusto. Now we've got to go because we've got players forward here. And Middlesbrough went too aggressive. Gallagher pings it towards Breuer. Go! It's just so slow. Gallagher. We're going to take players on, puts the ball in, but it's overhit. And it's going to go out for a throw. God. Chelsea piling on the pressure. Can Boro hold on? I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. And down now is Corbin. Josh Corbin looks like he's feeling some sort of strain in his thigh. Some sort of discomfort there. But he does now return to his feet to help Middlesbrough fight for the last 5 minutes plus additional time. So he got rinsed there by a comically slow player too. I know. Like some big Welsh lump that's just knocked it past him and sprinted round him. How on earth does that happen? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. What are we waiting for now? Anyway. Brian from Middlesbrough. One back by Colwill. And somehow they're coming forwards now, Middlesbrough. Back now with Clark. Goes to Glover in goal. One there in the air by Silva. Flicked on by Gallagher. Sterling loses the physical battle, but now wins it back off Johnny Howson. Here is Palmer. Gallagher, lovely turn. Now Colwill. Silva. Disasi. Silva again. Gallagher. Moves it out wide. Michailo Mudryk. Ball into the box. Headed away by Clark. And now kept alive by Chelsea. Disasi. Gusto. Breuer. Gusto. Disasi. Caicedo. Silva. Gallagher now goes out wide to Michailo Mudryk. And he puts the ball in. There's a dangerous area. But it's the same again, isn't it? No one reacts. No one responds. No one wants to run to the near post. Which would have been a really easy goal. Disasi. Gallagher. Disasi. Gallagher. Lovely passing, but just not coming to anything. Ball played into Breuer. Breuer turns. It's cleared away by Clark. And Chelsea can keep play alive. They are going to stop it now to wave on medical attention for the Middlesbrough player that went down the deck. It was Crooks. I think he was caught by Gallagher. He engaged in some amateur theatrics. Oh, he does turn on his ankle. He does. His ankle, it's the contact with the ground there, actually, that causes the most problems. Ankle should not bend like that. And now Chelsea's big change to come and steal the game. What is it? Gusto off, Gilchrist on. It's an interesting decision. I guess we don't have many other options. It does look like Gusto's potentially feeling some sort of injury. He removes his boot there. So I don't know if that was causing him some discomfort. Yes, and says you're up late. Oh yeah, Gary talking about being in Hong Kong. Slept a bit earlier and set an early alarm. Your sleep schedule must be whack, Gary. Absolute whack. It's like mine when it's when I actually care about the NFL, or in next couple of weeks when we have the Australian Open tennis, because that's going to be ridiculous. But yeah, might go up and stream it. Probably right. Not going to start the tennis chat for a month. Anyway. But yeah. 4 additional minutes then in this game. Will anything give for Chelsea? I pray to every single God out there that it does. Jones. And Poch visibly frustrated there. Understandably so, because we should have scored in this game. We should be winning, and instead we're not. Here's Gilchrist. Palmer. Poor pass to Caicedo, and Caicedo fouls Coburn. So difficult to take the ball off there, Coburn, because he's just this massive Welsh lump. But yeah. This is too good not to be a success. I hope we can all spread the words. Thank you very much, Dara, for your kind words. I appreciate it massively. Yeah. Means the world. 3 minutes left of this game. And it's Glover over this free kick. As Middlesbrough will look to go long and just see out this game now. Silva. Mudryk brings it down really well. Jones, though, wins it off him. It's messy. It's neither side can gain control. And here come Chelsea. Caicedo. Sterling. Space to run into for Raheem Sterling. Takes it past one. Clark just gets a little something on that, though. It's not dealt with, but it's also still problematic. Throw in now for Chelsea. Colwell. Silva. Last sort of chance is going to be in the next few minutes. Nah, it's giving away of Middlesbrough, that throw. Gary says, during the Australian Open, your neighbours probably wonder why this teenager is wandering into the shed at 4 a.m. Yeah, we had to give a warning. When we did the Women's World Cup in the summer, which is in Australia, of course, we had to give a warning to the neighbours not to panic if they saw lights and heard noise from outside. And it was just us. We had some 2 a.m, 4 a.m. streams, stuff like that. Oh, yeah. Here is Coburn. Mudryk. Caicedo. Coming forwards now. Here is Cole Palmer. Sterling. The really frustrating thing is that Middlesbrough get back so much quicker than we get forward. Well, we have possession and we're walking forward. Well, they are sprinting back. And it shows that that's the difference, really, isn't it? In who wants this game more. Palmer. Caicedo. Palmer again. Disassi. Colwell. Now Mikhailo Mudryk. Ball into the box. Towards the back post. Gilchrist is into the side netting. And they've got a corner, though. It did come off the defender. Yes, it did indeed. Gilchrist heading it into Hackney. Chance now from this corner. Probably the last chance of the game for Chelsea. Palmer over this. Ball in. And it's headed away. And it's deemed as a foul in the box from Chelsea. And that looks like it's it. Chelsea's coming to a very, very disappointing defeat. It's embarrassing. Carabao Cup Semi-Final first leg. Middlesbrough 1. Chelsea 0. God. Ball goes long from Glover, and that is it. Full time here at the Riverside Stadium. Chelsea fall to a disappointing loss in the Carabao Cup Semi-Final first leg. All through that goal from Hackney on 35 minutes. Chelsea, Roux missed chances. Palmer with 3 missed. Plenty of other players, though, you can blame for today's result. Chelsea, not good enough once again. In terms of a player of the match, where you could give it to anyone for Middlesbrough, but for the comedy factor, I'm going to give it to Johnny Howson. But not just because for the comedy factor, he's also brilliant today. You can look at any player. Hackney with the goal. Isaiah Jones is brilliant throughout. It's another shit show from Chelsea. Another very, very disappointing defeat. But yeah. Brilliant stuff. A little debate chat. Don't worry, Gary. I know what you were saying. I don't think you're just slagging me off. But yeah. Where's the second leg? RCL Stone. It is the week after next. So not the 16th and 17th, but the week after that. So I think it's 22nd, 23rd. If my maths doesn't fail me there. Something like that. No, 23rd, 24th. I think. But yeah, so this second leg will be the 23rd. And then Liverpool is tomorrow and the 24th. I believe. So yeah. That is everything. Dara says, I couldn't agree more with Gary, and I'll do my best to build this channel. Thank you, Dara. Thanks everyone that's tuned in tonight. It's been a very, very good stream. I'm going to sign off now, though. As I say, we are back tomorrow evening with Liverpool versus Fulham. But that's everything from tonight. A disappointing draw. A disappointing loss, as I say, for Chelsea. And hopefully we can do better in the second leg. But let me just remember how to do this whole signing off thing. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. And we will see you, or I will see you, next time.